Morton.
Dr. Donald Morton.
Donald Morton.
Dr. Donald Morton.
Dr. Donald Morton.
Dr. Donald Morton. Dr. Donald Morton is an award-winning social entrepreneur known for his innovative social solutions.
Based on this fatherhood and manhood issue in droves, in incredibly large numbers. And I felt it necessary for someone to have a voice like yourself to do the work of restoring men in our society. And I've been doing that work ever since.
His latest solution is expressed as the CEO of Remand.
So Remand, the nonprofit, is about helping brothers that are coming out of prison, brothers that are dealing with child support, brothers that are the most marginalized of our communities, helping them with their character and the institutions that impact them. And then the LLC, our for-profit arm, is really attempting to address the CEOs and CFOs and entrepreneurs and people like that say, look, I got issues too as a black man. My issues are a bit different because I'm in the C-suite. Mm-hmm. And how it plays out in the C-suite is very different than how it plays out on the block and those brothers that are coming out of re-entry. But here's a deal. All of us the same, for real, for real.
Dr. Morton is the former executive director of the Complexities of Color Coalition. As executive director of the coalition, he worked to congregate Wilmington, Delaware's African-American community in order to create comprehensive strategy to influence institutions, policies, and laws. Dr. Morton has over 25 years of experience in African-American community leadership. Remand is deeply personal. While he's glad that thousands of men are on this journey with him, it was started because he needed liberation. He was broken and bound, and he was fighting to put his life back together after divorce, infidelity, business challenges, bankruptcy, and a life destroyed by being the worst liar ever. Yes, Dr. Morton was a liar until he faced himself and proved his signature science, the character arc. Then and only then was he ready to lead men to learn and live the science of being remanded.
What's up, people? That's the way you start a broadcast. That's the way you started. That's the way that we started here on the Grown Man Podcast. I'm your host, Donald Morton, Chief Visionary Officer of Remand. And at Remand, we help Black businessmen build profitable businesses while maintaining amazing relationships with their wives and with their children. I am just super excited to be here. Epps, what's up, man? Good morning to you. Thank you guys for showing up, holding space, being involved with this space. I got my boy here today, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr. His nails are did today. Look like he been to the salon because you can't hold up a pink mug with raggedy nails. So he is here today showing us all how to do it. Hey, Leroy, good morning, man.
Don't say good morning to me.
What do you mean?
And see, people, this is what I'm saying. See, you try to be a good Christian man. You try to be, what the words say is honor thy neighbor as yourself. You know what I'm saying? This Negro coming here talking about, I look like I done had a mani-pedi.
What's wrong with a mani-pedi?
I don't do them. I mean, maybe you do. I don't do. I don't do mani-pedis.
I do mani-pedis.
Only mani-pedis I'm doing is biting off my nails with my toenails. That's my mani-pedi.
I do mani-pedis. And I always know, Leroy, when I haven't been there in a while, because the little lady, because I don't let dudes do my nails. So the little lady will look at me and be like, oh, you yeah,
We see you no long time. We see you no long.
we see you no long time.
Y'all need to see y'all see y'all the cause of this.
We
This
see you,
crazy, this shenanigans that
we
go on
see,
over here.
we see you no long time. What's up, y'all?
Oh my god.
Listen, yeah,
Y'all
we up to it
smooth,
already.
man.
This is what we do. It's all clown time until we put the hoodies up. Y'all know what we do. Dwight Robinson said, "Good morning, Kings." If that doesn't stir you up, you're dead. If that doesn't stir you up, you're dead. Oh man, listen, I've had a great morning. Um, yo, Epps, I'm just saying, man. I don't know why the brother won't get a mani petty, like he act like something wrong with it. I'm gonna get a mani. So a part of it is what he's calling it, right? Like it just seems like mani petty, like he trying to clown. I'm saying I get a manicure. Say the whole word. A manicure and a pedicure. I get a manicure and a pedicure, and I am due for one right now. My feet
You
are
cutting
not.
sheets, bro. You
Oh,
cutting
bruh, bruh. Poor Lala.
looking
Poor.
like what's my man from X-Men? Wolverine. Wolverine. Edward Scissor
And with
feet.
scissor hands. Ep said brothers from B More don't do that. Well, that's probably true, but let's be clear. Leroy is not from B More. Leroy is from
What I
uh,
tell you? My
uh
birth certificate says Baltimore, Maryland, Sinai
he ain't been
Hospital.
there since. He ain't been there since he came out the womb. He ain't been there since he came out the womb. So you can't claim like I spent 50 years in Delaware. 54, right? 53, 54 years in Delaware. I can claim Delaware.
Okay,
I was
and I
born.
spent pretty much 54, 55 years in Maryland. Okay, what's your
Oh,
point?
that's just Maryland. I'm talking about
You
it.
said Delaware.
I was
Delaware.
born
Oh
and
my bad.
raised. I was born and raised in Wilmington, right? In fact, they call it Wilmington, right? So it's not Wilmington. It really is, but many people
We
call it
know.
Wilmington,
Yeah,
right?
we say Baltimore.
Right. Yeah. But so you were born in Baltimore, right? You were
Raised
born
in
in
Baltimore as well.
no. We get ready to see.
Born
I,
and
let,
raised in
let me
Baltimore.
ask you a series of questions to kind of see
Absolutely.
whether
I'll give you the addresses.
okay, so when did you find it necessary, Snoop, to move out of the to move out of the hood to Pikesville? When did you
Look,
get that bougie?
let's get it straight. I for I've lived in I've not lived in the hood of
You've not lived
Baltimore.
in okay, you've not lived
I
okay, so
lived
now we
in
get
Baltimore.
you lived in
I
Baltimore,
yeah,
but not in the hood.
I did not know. I did not. My mama said no. That's not what she do. So,
Got it, got it. So you've been a bougie nigga for a long time.
oh well, yeah. That's the way my parents raised me. You act a certain way.
This this
You
this is
call
a
it
this is a
bougie.
crying shame. Give it
You can
here.
ask. You can
Give it
ask
here.
it.
Give it here. Give me your black card. You
No,
have you have
no,
to
sir.
have
Oh,
been
so the only way that I can be black
the only way
is
that you
being
can
from
be
the
black
hood.
is if
Being
you
from the
had
hood.
that block of cheese. That
And we had that. And we had that.
you have the block
I ain't say we didn't have that. I did not say we didn't have that. That make the best grilled cheese ever.
of yo. This dude. So this is a special kind of dude right here. I knew he was special, but now I'm finding out why. So he lived not in the hood, kind of the outskirts.
You do
Still
know
Baltimore,
that Baltimore is comprised of more than just the whole
just
Baltimore
just
is not the
just the
hood,
hood,
right?
right? But he does. Yeah, yeah, Dwight. I'm Gary calling his black card in just one moment. I have to build my case though. I've got to build my case to see whether or not you guys will allow him to keep his black card. I say revoke it based on these series of questions that I'm about to ask. So you are saying, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr., if that's your real name, you are saying
Well,
that
you got to
you
check with my daddy about that because that's
check
his
with your
name.
daddy about that.
That's
Yeah, if that's your real name. So you saying that you had a block of cheese. Did you have did you ever eat spam?
oh no, heck
Oh
no,
my God.
no sir,
You never ate spam?
no, never ate spam. That's the nastiest thing ever. No.
Spam. Let me tell you.
Now bologna and cheese, absolutely, but
No,
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 I'm
no.
not eating
See.
spam.
Well, you just got your black card back a little bit.
No,
You
peanut
called it
butter and jelly, absolutely.
you called it bologna. It's really bologna.
Bologna.
But here's bologna.
My bologna has a first. They said the commercial said my bologna has a first name.
So you never ate spam.
No.
Did you ever eat cereal that wasn't the name brand cereal?
Oh, absolutely.
What were they called?
Whatever the like the store brand. If it was the store brand, whatever the store brand was, because
Kroger
it wasn't
cereal.
corn it wasn't cornflake. Cause see, the way I grew up, we couldn't eat sweet cereal. Like y'all could eat Captain Crunch and Fruit Loops and all that. We cornflakes, Raisin Bran, Cheerios were probably the top the top three that we ate. you wa- you wasn't eating no sweet cereal. Now you could put some sugar on it, but you weren't eating the sweet cereals. That's how we grew up. Yes, sir.
And I grew up having to eat like my mom, she would let us eat. And my mom cooked a lot too. Like, so
Mhm.
she cooked breakfast a lot. I don't know how,
Okay.
I'm just kind of thinking about it, man. Cause my mom obviously was a traveling evangelist. She also
Yeah.
worked every day, married to my dad, cooked every day. Like, so it's real dope to see, and intriguing, quite honestly, to see how my mom pulled that off, in the way that she pulled that off. Because it's a lot of sisters who say today, man, I if I gotta do all that, like, and I get it, right? I
Yeah.
get it, but my
Now I'm gonna
wife,
say you grew up bougie because you had the pleasure of having your mom cook for you. My mom worked two jobs, and
yeah,
and we had the responsibility of cooking for each other. We took turns of having to cook. That she would cook, the Sunday, Sunday or Thursday dinners and stuff like that. But we grew up having turns to cook, having turns to make sure that you clean. You had your week to do the dishes, all that.
wow, yeah. I mean, I had chores.
Mhm.
Somebody tell me who the Facebook user is saying good morning, gentlemen. You know what it is. If you see your name come up as a Facebook user and we don't see your name, you have a ski mask on, and we assume that you've come to rob. So,
And we will act accordingly.
act accordingly. Act accordingly. You come in here with a ski mask on. Yeah, we packing in here. We believe in the Second Amendment. We packing. so yeah, duck. You come in here like duck. Right? Cousin Miko, what's happening? Good morning to you. Ev said, hold on, Doc. Leroy, did you ever have sugar water?
Sugar water, yeah, I've had it. I've had what is that? To uh meatless sandwiches, if there's such a thing called
Meat.
syrup
I've had
sandwiches.
those. I've had those mayonnaise sandwiches.
Syrup
Yeah,
sandwiches.
yeah. I've had those. Yeah. I've never had sugar water. What's sugar water?
It's
Just
just it's just water
water
with
with
sugar in it.
sugar in it?
Yeah, it's just water with sugar in it, bro.
Why?
Yeah, yeah, no Kool-Aid. You ain't got no Kool-Aid. So you sweeten up the water. You put some sugar in it and lemon. You drink it.
That's
Yes, sir.
lemonade.
Yeah. Yeah, see, you ain't from the hood. How you gonna sit there and talk about you from the hood or Wilmington hood, Wilmington, Delaware hood? You ain't had no sugar water.
I ain't had no sugar water, man. I don't even know what that is. Miko said
Now who bougie? Now who
tomato
bougie?
tomato sandwiches are so good. Yeah, I can't stand tomatoes.
Yeah, me, you? Are you serious?
I
I
can,
I,
man.
I
Now,
do not
Leroy,
eat
I
tomatoes.
love pizza. I love
Yeah,
spaghetti sauce. I love
yeah,
that kind of
yeah.
stuff. But
But
cold tomatoes, I can't stand them.
no, sir, I can't do it either.
Yeah,
I can't stand sandwiches when like if you go to fast food or whatever. I
yeah,
never get tomatoes. I can't
yeah. Me
stand that
either,
taste of
man.
tomatoes, bro.
Me either.
And my grandma used to eat, and a couple of people that I know would eat raw tomatoes. They would put the
Yeah,
salt
my
on them.
mom would too. Salt and pepper. My
Put some
mom would
salt.
also put
Yeah,
mayonnaise on it.
really?
And she would eat. Yeah, so yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. Um,
sir.
my sister, man, my sister used to eat raw hot peppers, like,
Really? Oh wow.
but bruh. And my sister is very fair skinned, so she would turn beet red, but
Really? Oh wow.
she absolutely loved them. Uh,
Wow.
Dwight said a choke sandwich. Yeah,
That's just peanut butter.
that's just peanut
Peanut
butter.
butter, peanut butter, no jelly.
Yes, peanut butter, no jelly. I've had that. Leroy keeps his black card. Leroy keeps his black card because he has had sugar water. Raymond Matthews said, "Good morning, Kings. What's up, black man? Thank you for showing up at the Grown Man Podcast."
Yes,
Um,
sir.
Raymond says, "Nothing like a tomato sandwich." Yeah, I can't do it, man.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
I
sir.
I, I can't do it. It's just yeah. And here's the deal.
See,
You'll probably take my black card for this. I cannot stand watermelon. Can't stand
oh
it.
yeah, you definitely got to take your black card. You like, you ain't what Joe Biden say. You ain't black.
You ain't black. If you
You
ain't
ain't
voting for me, you ain't black. If you don't know who to vote for, you ain't black. My mom, Tremel, Tremel just went back down memory lane. He said, my mom, not my
that
grandma,
was that was what we call that's what
not
we
my
call my grandma.
grandmother, not
We
G
call
Grand. My mom would make
yep.
a salad with just tomatoes and onions and mayo. Yes, that's what my mom used to
Wow.
do. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what my mom used to do. So listen, here is a new Leroy doesn't even know this. I haven't had the opportunity to really tell him. Y'all, we're going to I'm attempting to kind of streamline the Grown Man Podcast and make it as powerful as ever. So we are going to try to end as close to an hour as we possibly can. As close to an make it power pack, get you on about your day at 11 o'clock. And a part of it is I am learning just, Leroy, how inefficient my days have been. Like my days are not efficient. My days are not structured in a way that is not wasted time. And it's not that the Grown Man Podcast is wasted time. Obviously, this is this is a dope podcast. I would do this for hours and hours at a time. But I want to make sure that we give you guys what we got to give you. I can get to my day at 11. Leroy can get to his day at 11, and we can actually measure efficacy. Because as business owners, you got to make sure that your day is efficient. You got to make sure that your day is efficient. So that is what we're going to do today. Watermelon is delicious, especially with a pinch of salt.
Mm.
You can keep it. Keep that watermelon.
I can't. I don't know nobody that don't like black folks that don't like watermelon.
Me, I
Wait,
can't.
you just never acquired a taste. You just never liked the taste
You
of
know
it.
what
Or,
it is, Leroy? That's a very good question. I think, well, I think I had a bad batch, right? So
mm,
I ate watermelon one time and the watermelon had a film on it, like
oh yeah, that was bad.
the meat of it the meat of or the flesh. What do you call? What do you call it? The flesh of the watermelon, the meat of the
I guess.
watermelon,
Yeah.
right? Had a film on it that just I was like, oh, this is horrible. If this is what we like I can't do it. And I've never tried it since.
Really, gotcha.
I've
Gotcha.
never I've never tried it
What?
since.
Why did I just think about, bro? When I think I was maybe 10 years old, down my grandma's house, down my mama Ellie's house, right?
Yes.
My uncles and them on the porch. I think they were playing cards or something. You know how your uncles and aunts are, right? They
Yes.
sit on the floor drinking and playing cards. And my uncle gives me, my uncle Kenneth, love him to death. He was the comedian of the family.
Yes.
He gives me some Colt 45.
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Nastiest thing I've ever in my life. But I was 10 years old. Yeah, I swore I was never going to drink after that. Oh my God.
Yes. Who's that saying being down south, Donald will eventually start eating watermelon again? Probably. I mean, I'm willing to try it.
Yeah,
But
you got to
that
better
one
pass.
time, bruh.
Yeah, that was bad. That was a bad watermelon
Is
for you
that
to
what
eat.
that was?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. It was
you got
just
bad
this film.
watermelon.
I'm like, oh, that's nasty because I
Yeah.
love cantaloupe.
Really?
I
Okay.
love
See, I don't
melon.
like cantaloupe. Yeah, I don't like cantaloupe or melons. Yeah.
I don't like what's the other thing like cantaloupe? It's little green flesh.
Kiwi.
No, not kiwi. What's that other
You got cantaloupe, melon. I don't know.
it's a
I'm not
melon.
sure, bro. Yeah, I'm not sure,
No,
bro.
it's not called melon, Miko. It's called something else. Cause usually when we go to if Marlon and I go to a store or something like that, we go out to eat honeydew. That's what it's called.
Oh, okay,
Honeydew.
okay, okay.
Honeydew. So I don't really like honeydew. It just doesn't really taste like anything but water, but cantaloupe, yeah, I can eat all day.
And see, watermelon really doesn't have a taste to me.
Yeah,
It doesn't
yeah,
really have a taste.
yeah,
It's and here's the thing about watermelon, bro. And I read this a couple weeks ago. That watermelon is actually one of the healthiest fruits that you can eat because it has water in it, so it quenches your,
yeah, yeah,
you know,
for sure,
your thirst.
for
And
sure.
then even what's in, I forgot which vitamins, like has vitamin whatever in it. I was like, oh, I gotta make sure that I eat my watermelon
Yeah,
even in the off season
yeah,
because
yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah,
healthy. It's very
yeah,
healthy. It's
yeah,
very healthy.
yeah. I may try it one day.
Yeah.
Leroy invite me to Pikesville, Maryland, in his mansion. Uh, I can imagine going to Leroy's house, big old house,
No, sir.
and in the backyard, this Negro eating watermelon and got crabs. Because
No, that's the thing. I don't eat
you don't eat
crabs.
crabs? I
I can't.
love
No,
crabs,
give
bro.
me a crab cake, bro. I ain't trying to go through all of that for a little bit of meat. No, sir.
My
Give
mom, my
me
mom taught us early. My sister and I, she got so
no.
frustrated with us. Like I said, Mom, can you open this and clean this? She's like, here, boy. Anytime she was pissed with me, she say, boy, here, boy, and would just clean it for me. And then she said, I'm gonna teach you how to do this one time, and
And
from
that's
now
it.
on, you on your own, right?
Yeah.
So shout out to Bishop Aretha Morton. Hey, we got a 5-minute segment. The way that we've got this kind of laid out now, Leroy is going to do the blackity black history moment. Leroy, I'm excited to hear who you got for us today, man.
Oh, I think you're gonna like this one because this is since this is an ode to football since football season is over. It's
Yes,
over
thank
now.
you, man. Thank you.
but but this is I pulled this one out and I thought it would be a great one is Coach Eddie Robinson. So
Grambling. Yeah,
Grambling State. He's a legendary figure in the realm of college football, particularly known for his significant contributions at Grambling State University. Born February 13th, 1919, in Jackson, Louisiana. He dedicated over 50 years of his life to coaching and left an indelible mark on the sport. Coach Robinson took over as the head football coach at Grambling State University in 1941, a position he held until his retirement in 1997. Under his leadership, the Grambling Tigers achieved remarkable success, becoming one of the most dominant forces in historically black college football. Throughout his illustrious career, Coach Robinson amassed an incredible record of 408 wins, making him one of the winningest coaches in history of college football. His coaching philosophy extended beyond the football field, emphasizing discipline, character development, and academic excellence for his players. Coach Robinson impact extends beyond the realm of football, as he played a crucial role in breaking down racial barriers, providing opportunities for black athletes, and showcasing their talents on the national stage. His coaching legacy at Grambling State not only earned him numerous accolades, but also solidified his status as a trailblazer in the world of college football. Off the field, Coach Robinson's dedication to education and his players' overall well being was evident. His influence went beyond the game, shaping the lives of countless individuals who went on to achieve success in various fields. In recognition of his remarkable contributions, Coach Eddie Robinson was inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame in 1997. Ain't waste no time. He went right in.
Mhm.
um, his legacy lives on as a symbol of excellence, leadership, and perseverance in the face of adversity. Listen to this, bro. I'm gonna read you off this black man has done. He was not only a visionary leader, but also a developer who propelled numerous players in successful careers in professional football. Here are some notable players he coached in the Grambling State who went on to make their mark in the NFL, CFL, AFL, and in his coaching record. Doug Williams, who everybody knows, first
Mm.
black quarterback to win the Super Bowl and Super Bowl MVP. Willie Brown, Hall of Fame cornerback. Charlie Joyner, I didn't realize that. Charlie Joyner, Hall of Fame wide receiver. Buck Buchanan, Hall of Fame defensive tackle. Willie Davis, Hall of Fame defensive end. Paul Tank Younger, fullback, first African American executive in the NFL. In the CFL, James Quick Parker, defensive back, CFL Hall of Famer. Tommy Agee, running back. Didn't he play in the NFL too? That name sounds familiar.
Okay.
Um, Greg Bickert, linebacker in the AFL, which was before the NFL. Frank Lewis, wide receiver. Ernie Ladd, defensive tackle. Coach Eddie Robinson's achievements at Grambling State extended far beyond player development. Some of his notable football achievements: 408 career wins, retired with a record-breaking 408 career victories, making him one of the most notable, most successful coaches in history, in college football history. 17 Southwestern Atlantic Conference. You ain't swag. That's what his son was
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, yeah.
Said to Dia, you ain't swag, bruh. 17, 17 championships, 9 black college football national championships, and sent over 200 players to the
Wow,
NFL.
wow, wow. Coach
And
Eddie
Coach Eddie
Robinson.
Robinson, y'all.
Yeah, yeah. Coach Eddie Robinson, phenomenal, phenomenal. He gone? He's still alive
Yeah.
with?
Nah, he passed away because he would have been. I saw the thing. I got a thing on my phone, a picture of his old. He'd have been 105.
Wow.
Yeah,
And shout
yeah,
out to HBCUs. Shout out to
absolutely.
HBCUs. I didn't go to an HBCU, but I do
That's
have
because
a
you ain't black.
certificate. I,
Because you ain't black. You ain't go to HBC.
I do have a cer-
However,
I do hold a certificate from Howard University.
yes,
Uh,
yes, you did
so
say that.
so so I got some stock in Howard in HBCUs. But I didn't go for 4 years. Miko said I eat crabs all year long. Me too, if I could get them. They don't have them here in
Oh
Georgia.
no, you ain't gonna find
I
them
have
down
them
there,
here
bro.
in
And
Atlanta.
if you do, you better not eat them
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
unless they shipped in.
is bad. Let's see. Uh Facebook user said, I don't know how long you want us to keep calling you Facebook user until you recognize that we don't know who you are. Hey, who are you and who sent you?
Yes, sir.
Let us know. Got a chance to meet him. Isn't it great to be able to meet icons? Um, Yeah, Dwight Robinson said hashtag HBCU. Time to put the hoodies up. It's
Let's go.
10:30. Oh, Keith, I have no idea why it's not showing your name, man. Yeah, Keith, you got to come on with us one day, man. I know that you're most likely at work. And let me be uh someone who says publicly, man, congratulations, Keith. You and your lovely bride, bruh. They got married.
Oh yeah.
He and Jade. Uh, they got married this past weekend, right, Keith? This past weekend. Oh, he said I would love to come on. Okay, man, just let us know when. You know the only rule, you got to have a hoodie. And for those of you, yeah, man, absolutely welcome, bro. I love the relationship that you and Jade have. Congratulations, you look so happy, bro. She looks so happy. Um, and we do it for the culture, Keith. I know, you know, at the risk of sounding, I don't know, to take the love out of love, Leroy. Chris Broussard said the most revolutionary thing a black man can do now in this country is to get married, stay committed to his wife, and raise his children.
Mm,
Right. And so
mm.
I have adopted that. People ask me all the time after I've gotten divorced, like, why would you do that again? Because the most revolutionary act a black man can do now in this time is to get married, stay committed to his wife, and raise his children. He said, yes, it was this past weekend, still recovering. My man, I know what that means, Keith. I know what that means. I know what that means, still recovering. I know exactly what that means.
Ah,
Right? I know exactly what that means. Tremel says, congratulations, Keith. Dr. Leroy says, congrats, Keith. Yeah, congrats to you and Jade for tying the knot. And listen, man, I'm gonna say this to you, friend to friend, brother to brother. Um, Post your love, bro. Like post it. We live in a society that posts all the bad stuff,
yes, sir.
and so people are really afraid to get married because they think it's just it's bad all the time. There are some difficult days that come with marriage, but at the end of the day, it's one of the greatest things you can do, man. That's why before December 31st of 2024, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr. will have found a bride and will get married and we'll have an abundance of sex, an abundance of sex. He will have an
Where, where,
abundance of sex.
where's our producer Crystal? Come get him, Crystal.
Crystal ain't here today.
I know she's not here today.
He will have an abundance of sex all the days of his life. That is my prayer. That is my prayer. Listen, today, y'all, I really want to have a conversation for the next 25 minutes or so. I want to hit you hard. I want to hit you in the gut. I want to punch you in the face. And I want to have a dialogue with my brother on the Grown Man podcast about grown man stuff. Why? Leroy, where is the cotton candy broadcast, bro?
Oh, bruh, you got to go 5 blocks down.
Yes, sir.
Look for that green awning. You know that green awning right there. You
Yes,
see that
sir.
green awning there, and then make a left. It's right there. You
Right
can't
there after I make a left.
Yeah, you can't miss it. They right in the road. The Cotton Candy podcast, the Cotton Candy businesses that are there, and the Cotton Candy people. All them right, they right there on the same. All of them in the same block. Them Cotton Candy folks that be on YouTube and TikTok. Yeah, all them right there. They all right there in the row. I can't stand it, bro. I can't stand watching YouTube,
There
bro.
is not a day that goes by that you don't send me something in your angry man voice. Like he angry man first thing in the morning. Bro, look at this. Look at this. Yeah. On days like this, yeah. All right. On days like this is how we show up when none of the producers are here. This is
Right.
what we do, right? We've had the hoodies up for 5 minutes and we still ain't stopped joking because the producers ain't here, right? Um, so I want to talk about this right here, Leroy. I want to talk about seizing the unseen, uncovering hidden gems in plain sight. And it's really about what I really want to talk to you about. And it's going to ruffle some feathers. It may even ruffle yours a bit. Uh, I want to talk about how, I think you kind of sparked this conversation yesterday when you were just kind of sharing. I was asking you about the Tuskegee Airmen, and I was asking you how to celebrate both, right? The individuals like Muhammad Ali, who said, "Yeah, I'm not going to fight for a country that ain't even treating me well," and the
Right.
Tuskegee Airmen who have decided to lay their lives on the line for our country.
Right.
Obviously, it's a matter of perspective, right? Um, and you said that there was room to celebrate both. I would like to argue something here with you today, man, that may be a bit challenging for people to hear. Um, we still live with all of its flaws. Let's acknowledge the flaws, right, of the United States of America, Leroy. Both you and I have had the privilege of traveling abroad. So this statement is informed. This is not an opinion. This statement, well, it's somewhat opinion, but it's grounded in some reality, right? We live in the single best, if not, we live in one of the best, if not the single best countries in the world. Like this country, with all of its flaws, all of its challenges, all of its history, is one of the greatest, if not the greatest country in the world, right? Um, I know that a part of what you believe, bruh, is and what I believe, and I don't want to speak for you. I'll let you speak for yourself, right? Black folk are not and should not be asking for handouts. That's not what we're about, right? We're not about just giving. Don't give me something just because I'm black. I'm not interested in that. What I am interested in is opportunity. That black people should have opportunity. Leroy, this is a part of what I'm saying though. Because I've heard many people say, man, there are no opportunities for black people. Yeah, that's not true. And a part of what I want to talk about today is the fact that many times we don't see opportunities that are in plain sight. We've not learned to discern the opportunities when they cross our path. Every one of us have an ability to get ahead. Every single one of us, based on the choices that we make, the decisions that we make, we all have an opportunity to get ahead if we would somehow be able to discern opportunities. Um, there's a real estate developer. I think his name is Don Peoples. Maybe,
Yeah.
right? You know that name, Leroy? Is that
Well,
right?
absolutely.
Okay.
He's gonna be on our list. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So I was watching an interview with him today, this morning before the broadcast. And one of the things that he talked about was our inability to discern opportunities, right? Our inability as a people to discern opportunities, because what doesn't really look like an opportunity is an opportunity. You just have to have a shift in mindset and perspective. What I hope to do today is to have a conversation with you about what it means for us to take ownership and to take the reins of our lives, to cease expecting anyone to do something for us. Because if there's something that we have recognized over the course of centuries, that the expectation for someone to do something for us is never going to happen. No one is coming to save us. No one. No one's coming to save us. If our community, our culture is going to be saved, we are going to have to do the saving. We're going to have to do the saving. A part of the reason why I'm building Remain as a business is because I want to be able to hire. I want to be able to make sure we build wealth. I want to make sure that we own property. I want to make sure we build this massive mecca that we want to build. All of these things create legacy, opportunity for our people, so on and so forth. Lamar Tyler said, many people are in business just to be in business. But here, we're in business to make money and build wealth. I'm not in business just to be in business. There's some other things I could be doing. I'm in business because business is the most advantageous vehicle for us to move the needle, right? For our people. Economic empowerment moves the needle for our people. So, Leroy, what do you say when I say we have opportunity? We've got to be able to discern the opportunities that come across our path and stop acting as if, and it's not even an act. Many people genuinely believe that there are no opportunities out there, that we're locked out of all the opportunities. That, for me, what I've witnessed, bruh, that's not true. I don't want to ignore the racist history of this country. I don't want to ignore the racist elements of the present of this country. But I do want to acknowledge that there are opportunities that are coming every single day for those who have the discernment to look at the opportunities when they come. I want to turn it over to you, man, as you kind of talk it through.
Yeah, man. What I say to that is I agree with it. I think, but I think what a lot of that is we've been conditioned to think that way.
Yes,
I think that's what it is, and it's a mental block for us because we've been conditioned to think that way. We automatically go to that. And you talk about this. You got to interrupt the pattern. That's a
yes,
pattern that needs to be interrupted. And understanding, Dr. Will always says that we all are created the same in time. What separates us is what we do with that time. All of us,
woo, give that
all of
again, man.
all of us only get 24 hours. We are all created equal in time. What separates us is what we do with that time.
Yes, sir.
It is. What do you and you mentioned a little bit about your day. What am I doing
Yes,
for my day? What am I doing in my day that is giving me the results that I want to have for that day? And
yes.
and and Dr. Will calls it your RGA, your revenue generating
Generating
activity.
activities. Absolutely.
What are those activities that you're doing that's going to generate the revenue that you say you want for you, your business, and your brain?
Yeah.
That's what it is. And that's the game changer that we have to understand about our individual selves, but then all of us collectively. What are
Yes.
we doing? What are we doing collectively to maximize our time, our talents, our skills, all of those things that we say we want? Like you said, yeah, we've been preaching that, we've been saying that for years, bro. Nobody's coming to save us. Stop it. We had, and I was doing a live last night with Bernice Loman. We were talking about the CBO, and
Yeah.
we talked about the London that's coming up, and she said this, and I've said it before too. We have, and she was talking in terms of the CBO and the entrepreneurs are part of that. We have everything we need in order to be able to do what it is we say that we want to do. As Black people, hear me. We have everything we need in order to be able to do what it is that we say that we want to do. Those seen the unseen. We see
Yes.
the unseen. We
Yes.
know it that we talk about the problems all day long.
Yes.
But are you willing to do the solutions that we have? Because we've even come up with the solutions, bruh.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
know what the solutions are.
For sure.
We know what the solutions are. But most of us, yeah, y'all about to get mad with me. Most of us ain't willing to do the work that needs to be done in order for us to get to where we need to get to.
That is right.
You so stuck in, oh, their products are better than our products. Their service is better than our service. First thing that we do, yeah, you and I get this in a minute. You and
Yeah.
I both know. Yeah, the first time or the first minute that something goes wrong with who we do business with as us doing business with us, we ready to run down the street
Yeah.
5 blocks to the green awning and make a left. I told y'all ain't gonna like me today. I know
Yeah.
yesterday was talk to me Tuesday, tell the truth Tuesday, but today is work for Wednesday, and we got to be
Mm.
willing to do the work. I put a whole litany of videos on in the community today, bro. But
Yeah.
I was on such a mindset this morning
Yeah.
doing my walk and my workout. I was feeling it,
Yeah.
and it was like we got to do the work.
Yeah.
We got to be willing to do this work. And most of us aren't going to be willing to do the work. That's
Yeah.
a true statement. And those of us that are willing to do the work, we've got to be willing to do it and say, hey, you know what? Forget all y'all. We about this work. What was it? Gideon's army. When it like three started off with 3,000, and well only wound up with like 300.
Yeah.
Take those 300 that
And
are
go to work.
willing
And go to
and
work.
go to work.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Take the 300 and go to work. Listen, a part of what I know kind of pisses people off is we have been so conditioned to complain
Yep.
and to rest in what has happened with this country and what is still happening, right? I don't, but bruh, one of the things that Peoples was talking about in his interview, Leroy, he said when he first got involved with development, there was one black person in the Senate.
Yep.
He said, "Hey y'all, it's 50 something people, black people in the Senate." There has been undeniable progress in this country. Are you prepared for the opportunities that come?
Yes,
Can you
sir.
discern them? And are you prepared? I told you this before, Leroy. We got about 10 minutes. Do you know you and I have a meeting right after this?
Nope.
Yeah, we have a meeting right after this with Monica,
Oh,
our new vendor for our products and our
yeah,
products.
yeah, 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 yeah.
So I'll send that to you in a minute. My
All
bad.
right.
Um, my mom said to a brother one time who was at a meeting complaining about jobs,
Mm.
right? And he said nobody wants to hire us, nobody. And my mom said, "Young man, let me ask you a question." He said, "Yeah, Bishop. If someone were to hire you today, if someone would commit to you to give you a job today, could you pass the drug test?"
Mm.
He said, "Oh, Bishop." She said, "No, no, no, no. You're talking about opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm asking you a very serious question for everybody to listen to. If someone were to offer you a job right now, would you pass the drug test?"
Mm-hmm.
He was
Yes,
man
sir.
enough to say, "No, ma'am." And she said, "Then let's not talk about opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about readiness. Let's talk about
Ooh.
preparedness. Let's talk about
Ooh.
what is necessary for us to take advantage of the opportunities that are being presented." Ladies and gentlemen, hear me when I say this. There are opportunities that are crossing your path every day because we don't discern them. And because our judgment is so clouded, we don't know them when they arrive.
Yes, sir.
And all that I wanted to get across to you guys today for the next 5 minutes before we take the hoodies off is we have to be ready to take advantage of the opportunities. The opportunities are coming. I recognized just yesterday, hey sis, I see your first name, I see D, and then I see Reed. I don't know how to pronounce your first name. Can you help me with that? I'd like to know how to pronounce your first name. Yeah, where's your readiness? Where's your preparedness, right, around the opportunities that are being presented? Leroy, how would you pronounce D Reed's first name? Is it
Yeah, I was looking at that and I'm thinking Lonero, because I'm like lone in RYL, Lonero.
Lonero?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Lonero. So
yeah.
I know I'm butchering it, bro.
Yeah, yeah, me too. And that's why I just asked
Call
him.
it D. I
Like,
call it D.
yeah, D, like
Call it
D.
D.
Um, so what I hope is that listen to me, y'all, and this is not to be insensitive. I'm simply
Yeah,
saying to you as black men, we ain't got time to waste. All of the complaining, we done did that. All
yeah.
the marching, we done did that. I mean, and it's good. It's moved the needle long narrow, long narrow, long narrow, long
Lonero.
Lanero. Okay, Lanero.
Lonero. You
Yeah.
got the R there. Yeah.
Look, she laughing at us, bro, because we
I
butchered
know.
man, right?
I know.
Look, that's right, D. D said, just call me D, because you're butchering my name. Yeah,
We got it.
just
We
gonna call
got it.
me
Yes.
D,
We gonna call
right?
you D.
I want all of us as black people to feel empowered to do whatever we want to do.
And here's the thing too, bro, real quick.
Yes, sir. We got
and
three
and,
minutes,
and
man.
yeah, and we talk about this too, where the duality of remain, which is, hey, we're going
Hmm.
to go after those organizations and those systems and institutions that we're going to tell them they need to do what they need to do.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
But on the flip side of that, on the other side of that coin, is
yes,
what we need to do
yes,
as black men to
yes.
be prepared. Success is nothing more than being prepared for the opportunities that are going to come along.
Absolutely. Define it
That's
again, bro. Define
Yeah,
it again.
that's what success is. Success is being prepared for the opportunities when the opportunities come along in your path. That's how you define success.
That's success.
Preparation, opportunity equals success.
We gotta be prepared, y'all. The first thing that you got to do is decide today, and this is the only point that I have. Decide today to do away with the excuses. That's a decision that you're gonna have to make. Decide today to do away with the excuses. Right? We often use celebrities, Leroy, like Oprah and Tyler and people like that. But I was inspired by the Don Peoples guy today.
Oh yes, sir. Yes,
I was
sir.
inspired. Everyday guy who
Uh,
has
he's
been
under the
able,
radar, bro. He's one of
he's
the
under the
richest.
radar, right? And
He's one of the
everyday
richest black
guy
men
who
too.
has done extraordinary things because he decided not to make excuses. He looked for opportunities. He said he's a builder that looks for opportunities. I take it. He said I take advantage of the market. I know even when the things don't look good, I know how to make something good out of it. Do away with the excuses. Success is nothing more than being prepared for the opportunities that come along. Decide today to do away with the excuses. You got to. You have to. So, Leroy, this has been a good episode, man. We know that it's a truncated episode, and the reason why is it don't take us all day to get a point to you, right? We get a chance to come on here. We get a chance to have some fun. We get a chance to give you some Black history. We get a chance to talk some things about Black men, and but it don't take us all day. I know podcasts that are 2-3 hours long. I got work to do.
Now they gotta make that. They gotta make that money. That's why their podcast is
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
7 hours long.
yeah, yeah. If you are interested in being a sponsor of the Grown Man Podcast, then hit us up at the Grown Man Podcast at Gmail. I think that's what it is. The Grown Man Podcast at Gmail. Hit us up there. Let me make sure that that's what it is. Yep, the Grown Man Podcast at Gmail. Hit us up there. You like to be a sponsor? Keep us on his air. Then be a sponsor. Leroy, any last comments while people are rushing? Wow, everybody's. Do you hear that, Leroy? They rushing to go get the book.
I know, bro.
The book. Go to www.theremandbook.d. Since we butchered your name, D. Go get the Remand Book at theremandbook.com. Get your copy of the Remand Book for your husband, for your sons, for your uncles, for your dad, for yourself to understand Black men. And the principles of the Remand Book will work for anybody that just looks, reads, and activates the work in the book. So do me a favor and go get. Yeah, thank you, D. I like D. The Grown Man Podcast at gmail.com. Yes, ma'am. That is the email address for anybody that wants to be a sponsor. If you want to be a guest on the Grown Man Podcast, you got to put a hoodie up because that's what we do here. And if you don't have a hoodie, go borrow one from your neighbor just to be on the podcast. Stink it all up to be damned, and then give it back to them. Right? That's what we want you to do. Remember that Leroy from Boomerang? What do you think? We're going to take it home, stink it all up to be damned?
David Allen Greer is hilarious, man.
He's hilarious, bro.
He is hilarious.
He is hilarious. Give us your closing comments, man, before we run the sizzle reel at the end of our broadcast.
No excuses, bro. We all get 24. Here's the thing I heard years ago. His name was I think Daniel Peters. He said this, white dude from Australia, but phenomenal. He came to our church to speak. But he said, "What are you doing with your 168? There are 168 hours in
a week.
What are you doing with your 168?" Dr. Will says we all are equal in time. What separates us is what we choose to do with that time. What are you choosing to do today? With the time that you have. That's going to separate you from everybody else.
Absolutely. Hey, y'all, it's been our absolute pleasure. No excuses. It's been our absolute pleasure. Good to hang out with you, Leroy. You know what we're going to do, man. We're going to tell them on the count of 3 to be gone. That's what we do. 1, 2, 3. Be gone.
Hit that reel, bro. Hit that reel.
Morton.
Dr. Donald Morton.
Donald Morton.
Dr. Donald Morton.
Dr. Donald Morton.
Dr. Donald Morton. Dr. Donald Morton is an award-winning social entrepreneur known for his innovative social solutions.
Based on this fatherhood and manhood issue in droves, in incredibly large numbers. And I felt it necessary for someone to have a voice like yourself to do the work of restoring men in our society. And I've been doing that work ever since.
His latest solution is expressed as the CEO of Remand.
So Remand, the nonprofit, is about helping brothers that are coming out of prison, brothers that are dealing with child support, brothers that are the most marginalized of our communities, helping them with their character and the institutions that impact them. And then the LLC, our for-profit arm, is really attempting to address the CEOs and CFOs and entrepreneurs and people like that say, look, I got issues too as a Black man. My issues are a bit different because I'm in the C-suite. And how it plays out in the C-suite is very different than how it plays out on the block and those brothers that are coming out of reentry. But here's a deal. All of us the same, for real, for real.
Dr. Morton is the former executive director of the Complexities of Color Coalition. As executive director of the coalition, he worked to congregate Wilmington, Delaware's African American community in order to create comprehensive strategy to influence institutions, policies, and laws. Dr. Morton has over 25 years of experience in African American community leadership. Remand is deeply personal. While he's glad that thousands of men are on this journey with him, it was started because he needed liberation. He was broken and bound, and he was fighting to put his life back together after divorce, infidelity, business challenges, bankruptcy, and a life destroyed by being the worst liar ever. Yes, Dr. Morton was a liar until he faced himself and proved his signature science, the character arc. Then and only then was he ready to lead men to learn and live the science of being remanded.